Hey guys, I wanted to make a video today on robotic affirming, what it is and why it does work. I know there's been a lot of videos about robotic affirming. I don't know why it's such a new thing. Like, I feel like everybody's been talking about it for a long time, but for some reason it's just popping up again. So, robotic affirming, the first time I actually had heard about, not really heard about robotic affirming, but I had heard about the 1008 technique, was where you do 1008 affirmations a day. Well, I was saying 1008 affirmations a day and it started sounding, my words kind of started sounding weird. Like if you say something enough times, it starts sounding like it's not even a word. But so when I was doing that, I would say, I am loved, 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 I am loved. And eventually it kind of started getting worn out to where I was like, I am loved, 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 I am loved. And you could hear how that sounds robotic, like a robot saying, I am loved, I am loved, I am loved. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound natural. It doesn't sound normal at all. So that's what a robotic affirming is. Do you have to focus on your affirmations? Do you have to really think about them and really like focus on them and only focus on that word that you're saying? No, you don't. Normally what happens when you're affirming, I am loved, I am loved, I am loved, sometimes you will have opposing thoughts that will come in and be like, you're not loved, or something like that. And when those come up, just fucking ignore them. Don't even like give them the time of day. Like, you can choose to be like, no, I am loved, and fight it off. But most of the time when you're affirming, it's like kind of hard to like, yeah. So just fucking ignore them. Just ignore them. They don't mean shit. Just persist through them. Or you'll have another like stuff in your mind that will come up, like memories of you not being loved. Just ignore those too and keep affirming. If you do have a lot of that shit coming up, like a lot of old memories and a lot of opposing thoughts, that it means you have a lot of resistance towards what you're trying to manifest. And your ego is trying to fucking be like, no, bitch, you're not gonna be this person. It's not safe to be this person that you're trying to be, like. So it's just gonna keep throwing examples at you. In my opinion, I honestly believe that when these things are coming to your brain, I honestly assign the meaning that it's coming up and it's being released. That's what I say. Okay, this is coming up because it's releasing from my body, my brain, my mind, my spirit. Every time these memories come up, they're gone. That's what I like to do to make it easier for myself to get rid of them. But if they do come up a lot, you should probably do some breath work. And then I also would do some EFT tapping. But breathwork really freaking helps me. You can download the Wim Hof app. I'll put a link in the description for you. But I love it because the Wim Hof breathing techniques that you find on YouTube, they are super like hard to do. They're long. When I first started doing breathwork, it was 30 seconds. Hold your breath for 30 seconds. Go into retention, which is holding your breath. Then take a deep breath in and hold it for 15 seconds. And it was really fucking hard. Like, my face would go tingly and I just couldn't fucking do it. So when I got the Wim Hof app, I love it because you can change it to do 15 seconds. You can change it so you can do faster breaths. So you're like, which you can get through 30 seconds faster if you choose to do the faster breaths. But that really, when you get resistance and you have all those thoughts coming up, it does start making you feel bad. And that's where you don't want to be. You don't want to start feeling anxiety. You don't want to start feeling stress, because that kind of is saying that you're in a state that you don't want to be in. So if you can do breath work when you get in those moments, that's really going to help you and shut those thoughts out of your mind. You can also revise. Revising is really cool, and you can just be like, no, I've always been loved. That didn't happen. And you can create a new scene in your head of what actually did happen. If you were loved, what would have happened in that situation or that scenario. So there's a couple of things you can do, but breathwork I really do feel like is the best. And when we use breath work, we're stabilizing our nervous system, which is Your nervous system puts you in fight or flight, and if you're in fight or flight all the time, it's going to create more fight or flight, which isn't good. You don't want that. You don't want to be in fight or flight, because that means you're in survival mode, and somebody who is loved and feeling great and is a goddess or a god and just, you know, they're not in fight or flight mode. And if states is true, you know, you don't have to worry. I don't even like states. I really hate fucking states. It just is stupid to me, because I've manifested things while I've been feeling shitty, so I don't really like that. But if states is true, then you wouldn't want to be in a fight or flight mode. But you also just don't want to be in a fight or flight mode anyway. No one wants to constantly live in survival mode. You don't want to fucking live like that. You want to live like the fucking, you want to live like the goddess or god that you are, and, you know, live a life that you love living. You don't want to fucking be in fear all the time or stress. So why not do the fucking breath work anyways? Why robotic affirmations do work, because, and why you don't have to focus on them either, is because your imagination is what creates, no matter what. Okay, so if you've heard the phrase that your subconscious mind speaks in images, this is why imagination creates. When you say a word over and over and over, it doesn't matter how you're saying it. It doesn't matter if you say, this crayon is blue, this crayon is blue, this crayon is blue. You're seeing it in your mind. Doesn't matter how you say it. If you say, whoa, this crayon is blue, like, then you're gonna get like a bigger image, like, you know, because you said it the way you said it. That's why people say it with conviction, say it as if it's natural, because it's also kind of like you're brainwashing yourself too, in a way. The more natural it is, you know, the easier time your brain's gonna think that it's real. But it doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter how you say it. But if you say, let's see, I'm trying to think of an example. If you say, I'm powerful as fuck, 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 that's still going to create, because you do have the mental image in your mind. It's just going to keep reproducing the mental image. I'm powerful as fuck, I'm powerful as fuck, I'm powerful as fuck. And then your brain's going to see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. And once it becomes dominant in your mind, and you're saying it more than you're saying, I'm not powerful, it's going to start pushing out. Now, a lot of the times we do have a lot of old beliefs and old things in our head and old stories. And like I said, they're going to start coming up. But I think that they're being released because they need to get out of your brain so the new stuff can come in. So don't worry about it. But that's why it might feel like it takes a little bit longer sometimes, because you've had years and 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 years of these stories about people and relationships and men and money and all this stuff. So if it takes a little longer, don't get discouraged. Just keep fucking going. It is working. Always tell yourself that it is working, because it is. And then let's see what else. But I wanted to say that, like, if you say I am powerful as fuck, but if you say it with conviction, I want to explain why they say to do it this way. Because if you say, I am powerful as fuck, I am powerful as fuck, I'm powerful as fuck, you know, it will create. But if you say, I am fucking powerful as fuck, I manifest anything I fucking want whenever the fuck I want. Do you see how that feels? There's a lot of energy and force behind that. That feels fucking good. And that's why people say to do rampages, because you feel it. You get into that state. You are that fucking person in that moment. Like, you can feel how that feels. You can feel the power when you say that. When you say, why is everyone so fucking in love with me? Like, when you say it with conviction like that, you are convincing yourself, your mind, and you feel it. Like, you are that person in that moment when you rampage. Like, I truly believe that. So that's why people say to do that. But it doesn't matter what way you do it. Affirming and persisting robotically does fucking work. So don't let anybody tell you it doesn't, because think about it this way too. When you learn your ABCs, It's the repetition. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Eventually, you learned that fucking song. Like, you learned your ABCs the same way. You learned your 1, 2, 3s the same way. Did you have to have a good mental diet to do that? Not really. But you persisted in it, and it became stuck in your brain. So, keep your mental diet, though. Just because it does help. But yeah. That's why it works. If you want to know anything else, just let me know. I am really good at fucking breaking limiting beliefs. I really think there's a lot of them. I've had a lot from Sammy Ingram too. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, she's like the one that doesn't have any limiting beliefs. I mean, I think we all probably have limiting beliefs, but if you can break through those, you know, fucking, I should even title this video, do robotic affirmations work? And then I should put, I don't know, you tell me, because you actually decide whether they work or not. But I still think they work regardless of whether you think they do or don't. So anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. If you have any more questions or you want me to touch on any other topics, let me know. Thanks.